Hey guys, welcome back to the Tea Time Podcast, where we talk about everything Star Wars related. Covering the first episodes of the Acolyte, and we have fucking Noah, Bosco, Atlas, whatever the fuck you want to call him here.
You call me Spoon, also known as He Who Be Toasted.
He who be toasted. Oh god,
That's kind of
who
funny.
be toasted. In fact,
Yeah, I'll go Atlas, Bosco, He Who Be
Yep, yep.
Toasted, Spoon, big spoon, Swiss
Yeah.
Army spoon. It doesn't really matter. Just any kind of spoon.
yeah. Hopefully, he'll be joining us for the duration of this series.
No guaranteed.
So, this dude's a bigger Star Wars fanatic than I am, which isn't saying much because I don't really know much about Star Wars. I mean, like I do, but I don't know as much as these two fucking losers do, though.
Okay, buddy.
All right,
Oh,
dude,
man,
all
buddy.
right.
Listen, I'm just saying. All right.
All right, you're
Y'all are-
canceled, buddy. You're
Y'all are
canceled.
fucking
You're
nerds, bro. Y'all are
you're
fucking
canceled,
nerds, bro.
buddy. So for those of you that don't know what happened, we're gonna just cut it to say spoilers. Basically, first two episodes, pretty good for the most part. Now I didn't like the political talk
the
in the
little
you
bit
know,
of
little.
political.
Yeah.
The only Star Wars series that I think could pull off political was Andor, and I mean we've gone over that in past episodes. We've gone over how they did the political stuff right for the most part in that series, but it doesn't seem like it fits.
It's just weird seeing Jedi concerned about the politics.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
It feels off.
So obviously, everyone that knows Revenge of the Sith, the downfall of the Jedi was their political pull to the Senate. It's just weird to see 100 years before, during what's so-called the High Republic, or at the very end of it, that they were just so concerned with that. It just it didn't feel right.
Yeah.
Obviously, some most notable things from episode 1 at least was Coruscant and how different it looked. It was pretty bad, but
It was pretty bad, but it was still the foundation of like, okay, this is Coruscant, motherfucker.
Yeah.
they showed it 100 years before the Phantom Menace, which, I mean, if you put a comparative side by side of the Temple in Revenge of the Sith versus the Temple in the Phantom Menace, they're actually pretty different. So
Yeah.
So,
and then seeing it
yeah.
100 years prior as well.
it looked. I'm not gonna lie, it looked like a Lego set.
It kind of did.
Yeah,
I could totally see them making that a
Oh,
Lego
yeah.
set. Yeah.
I noticed a lot of new things the second go around. So
Yeah. So let's kick it off with the review, obviously, or the recap of the episodes. We start out with episode 1, obviously, with May, murdering a Jedi. This fighting sequence was hot.
it was very nice. I will say.
Bro, when
Different.
she used the force, pull those knives out, dude. That shit was
Oh my-
fucking cold.
That was
fucking-
good.
She fucking got out,
Yeah,
bro.
dude.
And that was. Oh
That
my
was
God.
fucking awesome.
I think the part that kind of, to me, was kind of like, oh shit, that's kind of like accurate, is the fact that her guard was down for trying to save the man or the creature, whatever, in the canteen.
bartender guy.
Yeah, the bartender thing with the ugly ass baby.
Yeah.
That is very clearly a fucking puppet, with just some guy crouched behind the actor. It
Oh yeah, no, it looked so. It still looks so different.
looked so bad.
Yeah, that kid. But basically, yeah, the fact that she didn't kill the bartender just shows that she has a heart. But she did kill the Jedi, and that
She should've
was
killed the bartender, honestly.
interesting.
My opinion. The bartender and the kid, my opinion.
Yeah, I think that they're just trying to show that she's not completely gone yet.
Yeah. I feel like I want to get this out of the way now, right? This is the first time me and Aiden watch this, I was very high on life. You know what I mean.
Smoke weed every day.
The only thing I wrote down, and I remember writing down, was predicted finale for the show right off the bat for the first 2 episodes. I think it's gonna end up being sister versus sister at the end. I think
Oh, for sure.
I think they're gonna bring Osha in. They're gonna train her. Train her kind of like what they did with kind of what Ahsoka's doing with what's her face
Sabine.
Sabine, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of what they're doing with that. Just kind of touch on it a little bit, and then the last episode of Ish is gonna be them dueling. I think that'd be fucking sick, and I really feel like that's what they're gonna do with it.
Right off the rip, my kind of theory was I have a feeling that whoever the unnamed Sith is going to try to get Osha, like, to join him and his sister. That's obviously might not work. But I think eventually I think they're gonna mention either Pelagius or Sidious or even Yoda. I think because this would
Yeah,
be
yeah.
Yep.
Going along with what you were saying, Noah, I think this could happen. I think it'd be very interesting. Is if, um, at the end, whoever that master is, right? Whoever that is,
Yep.
does convince Osha, and that's why the show's kind of called like that. It kind of makes sense with the name, the Acolyte.
The Acolyte, yeah.
Or like, maybe Osha kills May, and then
Assumes her spot. May is the acolyte.
Right.
yeah.
I feel that her test to be that Sith's next apprentice will be to kill Osha.
I mean, it's only the first 2 episodes. I mean, it could go a million different ways.
Oh, it could. It
Yeah,
could go
for sure.
so many different ways.
It's like it could end up with fucking May joining Osha and fucking killing her master. Like it could end up like that. I doubt it. But
That'd be
it
really
could.
that'd be really cool if that's how Plagueis rose up.
Yeah, but it
Oh,
would make
yeah.
sense just because like this show is based around more the Sith instead of the Jedi.
Yep.
Right. I'm
Or-
not gonna lie.
or
Like
Sith.
the thing that kind of threw me off was the show is called The Acolyte, but the first 2 episodes were more Jedi focused.
Yeah, for sure. And
I think.
that.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say the I can't even remember the dude's name at this point. The one the yellow lightsaber dude. What was his name?
Oh fuck. Oh god. Yord.
Yeah. I get such a weird vibe
Yeah.
from him. Weird vibe.
Hold on. Yord actually May's master. That's why May doesn't know who her master is.
That's literally I had that thought cross my mind. I was like, I wonder if this dude has something going on.
That'd be interesting.
That would be
very
very interesting. I just I look at him. I'm just like, this dude looks like unhinged almost.
Okay.
Like he wants to show himself, but he knows he can't.
What if? So, last few episodes, right? Either the last few or the last episode, Yord kills I don't know his name, the Squid Game guy. Kills him.
Soul.
Yeah, and reveals himself to May, like, I am this master, Ah,
Right. Yeah.
fear me.
Yeah.
I don't know, but what I think they might do is, because Aiden, you had brought up how the first 2 episodes were not really focused on Sith. I think they're gonna do Andor did with the two episodes action, 2 episodes political, 2 episodes action, 2 episodes political. But it'd be Jedi Sith, Jedi Sith, Jedi Sith, and then a mixture at the end. Because that's what would make sense with
Yeah. Right.
to me, because they brought in, okay, here's this sister who didn't know her sister was alive. Here's this other sister who didn't know this sister was alive. This
One's a
went through Jedi
Sith,
training.
one's a Jedi.
Yeah, like she went through Jedi training, ended up stopping. She was presumed dead, thought her entire family was dead, and was like, fuck this shit, I'm gonna kill things,
Yeah.
Like, fuck this shit, fuck that planet in particular, like.
I don't think they're
I'm
gonna go
wondering,
Death
maybe-
Star vibes.
I don't know if they mentioned it, or maybe I just totally missed it. But why did they each think each other were dead?
The Jedi
Something
protected
happened with
Osha, while
Yep,
May
okay.
was the one that caused the fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I see.
Because her home village.
Yeah.
Blames you.
Right off the
Um,
beginning, when she woke up in that little bed thing, I immediately the first thing I said was like, "Oh, she didn't actually do it," because she,
Yeah.
you could
Yeah,
see
the
in
first
the
thing you
look
said
in her
was like-
face. Yeah,
You're
I was like,
was that a dream? Like,
yeah, I was like,
is that
wait a
not
second,
real?
because she genuinely looks like the look in the face between the two, like obviously the same actors. and
it's the
everything, but, like,
eyes.
you-
can
it's
tell
the
everything's
eyes.
The eyes, man.
You literally 100%. I think they purposely did that because May looks like a killer, whereas
Yeah.
Osha does not.
Like Osha has the more like neutral tone, the more like
Yes.
upbeat tone, and then there's May who's always
Exactly.
like,
And I,
scowling.
literally first 5 minutes I caught on. I was like, dude, I don't think she
Yeah.
actually did it. She's either being manipulated.
God damn, that one dude literally just sat midair and just dodged all the
Yeah,
attacks
fucking
without doing anything.
Master Torben, yeah.
Yeah, that was
that
crazy.
was hot.
That Master Torben, even though he only had a little bit of screen time, I feel like he brought in a lot of fucking lore though.
Oh,
Because
for sure.
Because when he came out, he's like, "I've been waiting for you," and he goes, "Forgive me," takes the poison.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, was Torben maybe there and knew that May was alive and was the only person who knew that May was alive? That's why he went into meditation for so long, was just trying to clear his conscience. I'm like,
Right.
okay, she was alive, but we didn't
So-
take her in.
And
That's just my thought process.
I had a different thought process.
Okay.
So what I thought happened was obviously there were 4 Jedis there, 4 Jedi that
Yeah.
were at May's village. I have a feeling that Torben had at least a pre-vision of the fire happening, but didn't
Mm.
act on it or stop it, which caused the downfall of her village.
Which is why he feels
And-
guilty.
And he feels guilty because it killed so many people.
Right.
That's what I feel happened.
I kind of had like my headcanon thing was I thought that they knew both of them were alive and they purposely split them up because they probably sensed something in one and not the like sensed something totally different in the other.
Yeah.
Ooh,
But-
that's actually a good one.
That brought
Yeah.
something up. I think you remember that one youngling who was like, when they were meditating, like, "Oh, I see fire. It grows larger, consuming everything." I think that might be kind of like a prerequisite, if that's the right word, into, you know, what May's feeling, right?
Yeah,
Or
right.
like what OSHA might feel in the future. You
Yep.
know, it's like going into her training. She's like, "Oh, I saw this fire and darkness," because she hasn't gotten over her parents and her entire
Yep.
village dying and thinking
Right.
that her sister's dead.
Right. I mean, in Master Torben, he even said, didn't he say I was waiting or I've been waiting for
Yeah,
you?
he's like,
Something
I've
like that.
been-
Yeah.
May, I've been waiting for you.
Yeah. So
whatever
he
the
had
fuck
to have
he
known
said.
that she was
they
still alive.
they
or-
definitely knew.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
for
why I
sure.
think like he knew. That's why he went into the meditation.
Yeah, exactly. The Jedi then were like they were significantly more
Oh my
powerful.
God,
than
yeah.
the Jedi we see on screen.
Dude, I'm sorry.
It's
If
like night and
if
day
the Jedi
different.
were from this
Era?
from
Oh,
the
I
timeline
don't think.
in where the fucking Empire was, the Empire would have gotten slaughtered.
Oh, it'd be over.
Like,
sure.
I'm sorry. If Obi-Wan had the mindset these guys have, he would have fucking killed Anakin right on Mustafar, bro.
Oh, for sure.
Like, his
The-
fucking force pushed him into
The
lava.
time was
Yeah.
so different.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, way
I
different.
mean, this is when the Sith were still in fucking hiding.
It makes sense why Yoda's so like he's how he is because he's Grandmaster
He got
around
complacent. Yeah.
this time. Yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah. It's interesting.
yeah.
For the most part, I didn't expect, for the most part, a lot of depth to the characters right off the rip. I
Yeah.
expected like them to kind of do what they did with Ahsoka, build her up for a few episodes, showing the Sabine and her kind of
Yep.
relationship, and then obviously they would get into kicking ass towards the end and Thrawn's beautiful blue face.
Oh, that beautiful man.
But that's what I was expecting. Something more like that. No, they ripped it into like episode 1 of OSHA's trauma with the fire. May wants to murder people because of the fire.
4 Jedi in particular.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like my burning question is why?
Yeah.
That is, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
did-
Maybe the 4 that were in her village when it burned down and they didn't save her. I don't know.
I like it. I wonder if like somehow it was twisted in her mind that the Jedi were at fault for it, and that's what the
Okay, but then why only 4 Jedi though? That's the thing. Because if it was twisted in her mind, wouldn't she want to destroy all of the Jedi's? Like,
That's what didn't
Yeah,
make
that's-
sense to me. It's because my initial thought process when before you find out that OSHA or May doesn't know OSHA's alive is, well, what if it's the 4 Jedi because they're the one that took her sister from her?
right, and maybe she
Mm.
assumed that they
But-
did something.
But
to, I don't know.
because she was dead, or well, most Jedi thought she was dead. At least Soul thought she was dead.
Right.
And then OSHA thought she was dead. May thought OSHA was dead. It just didn't feel right.
Right.
maybe May thinks that those 4 Jedi participated in killing OSHA. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, that's kind of what I made potentially what I was thinking. Like, because she obviously doesn't have beef with any of the other Jedi. Because like even when she went to go fight Soul, she threw the knife at the ground like purposely.
Yeah.
So it's
Okay,
more
wait,
of like
no,
a,
but
Soul
No,
is one of the
because-
4 Jedi.
yeah, because
it what? Yeah,
OSHA,
okay.
OSHA was like, okay, let's kill 4 Jedi. That one bitch at the beginning, Torben.
Yeah. Bitch,
Wookiee guy,
Torben,
and you.
Wookiee, and you.
Yeah.
Which the ending credits of that Wookiee was kind of hot.
Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah.
god, that dude.
For reference,
Finally a Wookiee Jedi.
for
Like,
reference,
'cause we've seen Wookiee Jedi's in the comics and everything, but like
Yeah, and
never like
Clone
on
Wars.
screen.
in
Like,
the
never.
Clone Wars we've seen it, but not
Well,
in
yeah.
live action.
live
Yeah,
action. Yeah.
And there's
So-
only a Padawan Jedi. This is like a Master Jedi.
Yeah, this is
Yup.
like I'm gonna fuck you up, Jedi.
Yeah.
What I think I loved the most about it wasn't the fact that they did anything like that. It's the fact that he's still butt ass naked in a Wookiee.
Yep.
Yeah, like he didn't even like
No robes,
clothes, like-
nothing.
No robes,
Yeah.
like you
Yeah.
couldn't tell that was a Jedi until he breaks your
Until he fucking-
treehouse down.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's weird, to say the least, with how far back they've gone, and to see the galaxy in a pre the Phantom Menace phase,
Yep.
Yeah.
where there's
Everything we've seen has either been a few years before Phantom Menace or
after.
Phantom Menace ahead.
Yeah.
Like we've
Exactly.
never seen
That-
something this far behind, except for like what was it, Rogue One? No, Rogue One is still after Phantom
Yeah,
Menace.
Rogue One. Yeah, Rogue
Yeah,
One
it
was
was
right
it was-
after.
Technically
the From New
before,
Hope.
yeah, technically before the or after the Clone Wars, before Luke's time. But it was a
yeah.
good show. I don't think I would have changed much, other than the fact that most stories, at least that I like, is when the flashbacks, the character development kind of stays connected a lot more. Osha and May's story is like, what happened, but you don't know what happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So
I'm
it's
wondering
like,
if we'll see like actual flashbacks with the further we get
I'm-
in.
that's
I'm
what I'm
assuming
hoping.
so. Yeah.
Because
I know I'm.
I was expecting it with
continue.
the fire scene, at least.
Yeah.
But it didn't happen.
thought, yeah.
And it was kind of
Yeah.
disappointing.
I thought it'd do a flashback right then and there, but
I mean, also at that point, I thought that May and Osha were just split personalities.
Yep. Yep.
I didn't know they were sisters, but
Well, I for one, I am extremely excited with like the unarmed combat that they were doing, like the Jedi and May. I am extremely excited to see actual dueling combat between Jedi and that Sith guy. Because in the trailer, you see them all like pull their lightsabers out when they confront him in one of the trailers, and I was just like, right then and there, I was like, oh, this is about to be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I want to see some like acrobatic lightsaber combat.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like
Kinda
literally what you
like-
see is Ahsoka in the Clone Wars.
I was just about to say some Ahsoka type shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because that was my biggest issue with the Ahsoka show. Loved the fucking show. Loved it.
Oh yeah. Dude,
Is
great.
she didn't seem
Like herself.
herself. Yeah, that was
He
like the
seemed
one
wiser,
complaint.
which like I like, but also
It
didn't
makes
like.
sense.
Yeah,
Well,
it makes sense. But I
I did-
was like, I was kind of still hoping for this like Padawan mentality.
Oh yeah, that's what we're here for.
I said, this is
But yeah.
this is how it always turns out. It just starts yapping about some random shit.
Dude,
I
it's just
swear
like
to
it all
God.
it's all one giant story. It's like
But
you
at
can't
some
really talk
point,
about
we
one
gotta-
thing without talking about another.
Oh yeah, at some point we gotta just come in here and just cover the entire Star Wars lore.
Oh, I
Have, like, a
totally would.
4-hour
Don't even test
episode,
me, bro.
4 or
I
5 hour episode.
totally would.
But there is so
But-
much. There's incredible amounts of potential with it. I
Oh,
said this
for-
about
yeah.
Obi-Wan. I said this about Ahsoka. I mean, Ahsoka wasn't a letdown though. So
It
Dude,
wasn't.
Ahsoka, the potential with that came from Ahsoka is insane.
You
They
know
can
what-
finally bring like
Oh, yeah.
Abeloth in. Oh god.
you know what's crazy though about Ahsoka? They had
What?
1/4 the budget of the Acolyte.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, that's insane.
All I'm gonna
Ahsoka-
say-
Ahsoka was made on
all
a
I'm gonna say
budget,
is-
dude.
Is the Acolyte has more money than the Ahsoka show did?
So it has more potential.
Yeah.
But why the fuck is Coruscant a Lego set?
Literally.
Sorry.
Yup.
You could add
Yup.
like a few more like circular buildings, maybe.
Hold on.
Pillars with a fucking, God.
Yeah, we can get a side by side of OG Coruscant and this Coruscant.
Jeez, it's like you versus the guy she tells you not to worry about.
Yeah, literally. Literally.
It's well. So I looked at it, and it's just like, if you know how like in Revenge of the Sith, the Phantom Menace, every scene of Coruscant, the cars are actually flying. The
Yeah,
building
yeah.
looks big. So
Yep.
if you look back at the actual Acolyte in that Coruscant scene where we first see it, the cars aren't moving, and it looks like a Lego set.
I guess I didn't even notice if the cars were weren't
The
moving. I was
cars
just
weren't
looking and like
moving.
I was literally just like eyeing around to see if I could see any sort of detail that was like I haven't seen before. I was like, oh, is this the Jedi Temple? Obviously, with the
Oh my
Senate
God.
building,
It was
yeah.
it was incredibly funny. I'm gonna get a side by side real quick. You guys talk. So this is so
Oh.
Oh my god, it does, dude.
Oh my.
Oh my
God.
god. Holy
Oh.
shit. seeing it like I kind of forgot about what it used to or what it
Well,
looked like in the
so
future.
watch just right here. I can't show too much of this, guys, because copyright. But
Copyright and such.
watch the cars in the background. They don't move.
Oh my god,
They
they don't
don't?
move.
Oh
You're
my
right.
God, but they
They make it look like they're moving.
It's like a literal Lego set. I'm gonna
Oh
just
my
full screen
God.
this real quick.
see. I would get that as a
It's
Lego
a
set, though, like,
Lego.
low-key.
It's
I would too, for sure.
like you can see it's a literal Lego set. Other than this part, everything else is like actual CGI.
Yeah.
The cars, I don't know why they're not moving.
Yeah, but the
but
building looks
the-
like fucking Legos.
The building, I'm pretty
does.
sure what they did was they zoomed in really far on the ground, put a Lego set, and then CGI'd the world around them.
Dude, quite literally, I think I could literally grab some tan Legos and build that right now.
Well, look at the like the top right above the windows. You can see the grooves, bro.
You can
You
see
can
right
see the
here.
grooves. No, go down. Like, okay, but
Just because, like, I'm pretty sure they're. I mean, if I was the Sith, the Wookiee Jedi, what I would go for first.
oh
Like,
yeah,
how
I'd
do
be
you
like, yeah,
fucking
you are
compete
fucking
against that?
ours now.
Yeah.
I
Like, how
think
do you
I
compete
don't
against
I
that?
don't think I would want a Wookiee Sith
No, I wouldn't.
because they could just rip your
GGs.
arms right out your socket.
Yeah, literally, GG's.
Exactly.
I'm killing that guy rather than recruiting him.
I mean, it's the
No.
same thing when I saw like obviously the Mandalorian. You know, spoilers if you haven't watched it.
If you haven't yet, you live under a rock.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
yeah, I was about
It's
to
been
say,
out
fucking
for a
watch
few
it.
years.
seeing Din Djarin wield the dark saber with his fucking full ass Beskar armor, like, dude, you're
Oh
OP.
my
You-
God.
he's literally deflecting a lightsaber with his arms. It's like,
Yeah,
dude,
but-
you're done.
Yeah.
And then now what they like probably are going to be planning on for Grogu, like obviously probably, is he's going to be a Mandalorian Jedi, which they've only had one of before in history, and that's
Also,
the creator of the
is there
dark
another
saber.
season of The Mandalorian coming out?
Yeah, I believe so.
Like, isn't that confirmed? No. It's something me and Aiden have talked about between us two. If you were in the Star Wars universe, would you be a Jedi or a Sith? Or would you be like random fuck?
Oh God, that is such a hard fucking question.
Because
oh God,
Aiden and I both think I would be a Sith. And we both think Aiden would be a Jedi.
I'll tell you what. You tell me what you guys think I would be, and I'll tell you what I think I would be.
I think you'd be kind of like. I could see kind of like a Jedi, but kind of like Mace Windu when you've tapped into kind of both
Really?
sides.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, I was
I
gonna
was
say
gonna
Jedi, but I was gonna say school teacher.
Well, I was gonna say
You're the janitor of
Jedi, but
Rebels.
I'd be more of like in the Ahsoka kind of. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Qui-Gon isn't confirmed like gray Jedi, white Jedi, anything like that. But he also didn't agree with the Jedi, so he was like
Yeah.
he's kind of very much in the middle, but without being in the middle.
Without
you know?
being psychotic like Dooku.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So I would probably say that I would be somewhere along those lines.
They do say
I
the
think I would just be
master.
straight up a Sith. So
Yeah, he'd be like
I could see it.
Palpatine. Do it.
Oh shit, dude! You'd be
no,
Palpatine.
I feel like I would have not like necessarily an Anakin storyline, but something similar.
You would have a
Just like-
heart.
Okay.
Like defected from the fucking Jedi and then joined the Sith.
Thank
Hope you guys
you.
enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications. If you guys like Noah, tell us. I guess if you don't like him, tell us. And
Yeah,
we'll
if you
kick
don't
him off.
like me,
Like,
just go
what do
ahead
you
and
do? Like,
just go fucking say it.
no,
Be like, I
yeah.
hate this dude. Get
no,
him
we
out
love
of here.
Noah.
But thank you guys for watching.